Okay, everybody, I'm doing a video about this mold that I have on my ceiling. The black scrapes are something else. I had some worker here and he had like a black stick, so it caused the black mark. But the dots, I think, are from condensation and from mold. And I was told that you can wipe it with some either bleach or vinegar, ordinary household vinegar. So I'm gonna give it a try, and it's all like primarily right above my shower. And there's a little bit of black dots next to the vent, and I recently cleaned the vent. The vent had black dots on the inside and all along the angles. I scrubbed the hell out of it, and I wondered, should I have just bought a new one? But I scrubbed it and it came out. It does just take some elbow grease. Okay, so we're gonna just do a video on all of the black molds, and I'm gonna post the results afterwards. Okay, let's see how it goes. So I have some ordinary white vinegar in here, and I have a microfiber cloth. I'm just soaking it in it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just giving it a good old-fashioned scrub down. Trying not to put too much because I don't want it leaking or causing, I don't know, streaking. And then I discovered this. So the whole top of that is dirty. Now it needs to be cleaned. Okay, so here's a closer look at this mold. Oh yeah, maybe I should put something on my mouth. Yeah, okay. I survived the 70s and the 80s. It's okay. It's coming off, most of it. I don't know what this white dots here. Maybe I need a brush. Okay, this is so satisfying because I've been looking at this crap for so long. Let me hold on a second. I'll just edit that over here. Maybe that'll be better. I'm just gonna try to scrub it or wipe it with this. I heard that this keeps it away for about 1 year, where I might have to do it again. Part of the problem is that I don't have a vent here, or that the spores are spreading. And the truth is, I have not had a vent here since 2008. And there was no spores whatsoever. So I don't know why it is happening now. Why is there spores or some sort of black dots on my ceiling? Okay, this is, I don't know if it requires painting or priming after this. But so far it is getting it out. I wonder if I need to scrub it further. Maybe more scrubbing. Okay, so let me get it done, and I'll get back to you. I still have this whole big section here with all the dots. I need to go down and move. So even though I'm wiping it, I can still see like a yellow residue on the wall, and this black shit from the worker who put the black stick. I want to kill him now, because that's not coming out with the white vinegar. I'm going to have to get the Barkeeper's Maid and see if I can scrub it with the Barkeeper's Maid and maybe a Scrub Daddy. Okay, Scrub Daddy could also be good. I'm going to try the Scrub Daddy besides, because I see this little yellow residue. So I think just wiping it with the microfiber is not enough. I think a little scrubbing is required. So I shut off the middle light because it was kind of like too much of a big flash. So you can see where that black mark that looks like an R. See, there's the R. Anyway, I cleaned over there because that's where the ladder is. And I as far as the hand could go. So I have to move the ladder to clean this area right there. There's also a little blackness in the little corner right there. So you see all those dots. And then, of course, there's this big area over here. So that's right above this. So that's fine. I can get to it with the ladder. But I am going to pause. There is a little bit of yellowing. I don't know if you can, it's really hard to see the yellowing. Where the old spores were, there's a little bit of yellowing. So I'm going to go get the Scrub Daddy and try to scrub the spores away. and see if maybe it'll help with the yellowing. And maybe I'll use some Barkeeper's Made. Worst case scenario is that I'm going to prime this damn ceiling again and repaint it, because this is disgusting. And if I can do it, you can do it. Okay. Okay, so I actually used my favorite soap, doing power wash, and self cleanse. But honestly, the power wash foams on and it's much easier to use. So I use the power wash. It is a little bit still yellow, tingy. I don't know if it just needs a minute to not be wet. You see, like, this is where the spores are still, because I have to move the ladder, and that black mark. But now there's no black mark over here. The black mark needed scrubbing. That's basically what it needed. It just needed scrubbing, 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 go over it again and again and again with the Scrub Daddy, which is now on the floor. But needs to be scrubbed, scrubbed, scrubbed. And then the black mark came off finally, just like grease on a pan. It needs to be scrubbed, scrubbed, scrubbed. Anyway, so I will, I'm going to tackle this corner first, since I'm already halfway into the shower. Okay. All right, so I wiped it down, the spores or the dots. I don't know what the heck they are. I'm assuming they're spores. Okay, I wiped those down with the vinegar cloth and they came out. But of course, this black part. Okay, so I want you to see how I'm spraying it with the power wash. Here's the power wash. Does smell nice too. And I let it sit for a tiny little bit. I'm going to spray for good measure. See, there's a little bit of yellowing. Okay, you can't put it on a certain angle. It's going to go on you clothes. It's just soap. It's not a big deal. I love the Dawn Power Wash. It's great and everything. And here I am scrubbing away. I'm letting it sit on the black stuff. Just re-scrubbing the original area. Okay, so here's the black. And so, you see, it doesn't come off quite so easily. See, I'm scrubbing, scrubbing. Okay, so now I'm just going to go dig in. I'm going to dig in and dig in and keep doing that. I'm just going to keep scrubbing until it starts looking white. So this will save me from priming and painting the ceiling. I can do that at a different time if I wanted to reinforce the whiteness of my ceiling or to prevent these kind of stains. What I really need is a vent. But I haven't had a vent since 2008. So it's now 2026. That's many, many years. 18 years. 18 years with no vent, and I had no spores, and then they just started coming out recently. So, and then once they showed up like a little bit right there, they started spreading. I don't know how they spread, but they started spreading. Okay, so you see, look, it's starting to fade. Okay, I need to switch arms because I'm getting tired. So you see, there was a black mark there. Right here, there was a black mark. And then, so let's just keep digging. Back and forth. Circular motions, opposite directions. Oh, look. See, that's coming out. See, slowly, slowly, it's fading. Okay, let's do the job. I need to switch arms. Okay, so you see, now the black part is all gone. And I'm going to take my wet vinegar cloth and I'm going to wipe down all of the suds from the ceiling. So the ceiling will be wiped down clean with the vinegar. So it's like reinforcing it. And it will be all done. I do think it needs to dry, and maybe that is what makes it look like it has a little bit of a yellow tinge. Let's take a look. I have a small ladder. This one's 6 foot. I'm only 5 feet, so it works for me. Okay, so you look a little, wow. Oh, I can't believe I didn't do this before. The entire space is clean. There's no dots. There is some dots over there, So I need to put, I don't know if you can see it. There we go. You can see it. Gross. No, but this is light in comparison to where it was over there. So I'll need to get the ladder over here. And then I had some blackness and dots over there that need to be addressed. There's not anything in this corner, so that's clean. But this was the majority of the pain in my ass. Oh, excuse me, I'm not supposed to say that. But yes, this was the suffering. I kept on looking at it and I hated it and I just couldn't stand it. Okay. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. Okay, this is the final result. I started basically like an hour ago. So within an hour, I got my entire ceiling spot free. Okay, spot free. And here it is above the shower, about, you know, the tub. And so some of the things I noticed. I also cleaned around the vent. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see there was black dots over there and below and all around it, and I got it all cleaned out. Overall, I'm really happy with the results, that there's no more spots on my ceiling. Every time I took a shower, I was really, really, really annoyed by it. Can I say really one more time? Really annoyed, really annoyed. Okay, so again, purpose of this channel is that if I can do it, you can do it. Little projects around the house, maybe sometimes big projects, we don't know, we're gonna tackle it. But if I can do it, you can do it. This took an hour and I feel very, very proud of myself. Very proud.